Welcome everyone to the organizing and leading of IT for functions. That is what we'll be talking in today's video. Now, how do we organize and probably spearhead the IT divisions altogether? First and foremost is to have a good hold over the new technology. I mean to say the emerging technologies, at the same time never to lose control over what we have been doing around as far as old technologies are concerned. A smooth transition is very important, balancing the maintenance of innovations and defining the roles thereof. The organizational issues, tension between innovations and control, depends on the firm willingness to take its risk. This is very important. Willingness to take risk. Only when you take risk will there will be a reward waiting for you. Is IT supposed to create, probably even reduce risk? Which is the answer to this question? Yes or no? Tension between IT staff and the business users. Users want short-term fulfillment, whereas IT wants standardization. IT wants mastery of technology. The balance is easy to get wrong, and please people understand, or should I say misunderstand each other, or they don't understand the perspective of one another, as in the business people and the IT people thereby. For example, in text, from centralized IT driven innovations to decentralized user driven innovations. Next is what user driven innovations over IT department protest. From decentralizing or user-driven innovations to centralizing IT management, and that is what we are looking for it. From decentralized user-driven innovation to unexpected centralized innovation. Things are changing. Centralization vis-a-vis decentralization. At times, it is hand in gloves with the IT department. At times, the ownership gets shifted to the users driven. So that is what we should be looking into it. The drivers towards dominance, pent up user demand. And believe me or not, we are in the age of not minuscule data, small data, big data. We are talking about magnanimous data altogether. So need for the staff flexibility. Growth in IT service industry, users desire to control over destiny and fit with organization. Drivers towards centralization of the IT structure. This is all about staff professionalism. This is all about setting standard and probably ensuring the system maintainability, envisioning the possibilities and determining the feasibility, corporate data management and cost estimation and analysis. This is what we would love to point out as on when on basis. The coordination and location of IT policy, the IT responsibility, develop and manage long-term architectural plan, develop the process to establish, maintain, evolve company standards in telecommunication protocol, telecommunication platform, client devices, client software configuration, server devices, middleware, database management, programming and configuration languages, documentation processes and languages thereof, data definition, especially for widely used data elements, storage redundancy. We are talking about backups. We are talking about disaster recovery procedures, information security policies, incident responses procedure. We have to have a established procedure that considers outside outsourcing option when new IT infrastructures are being proposed. Ensure outsource projects meet the standards of the company. Next would be maintaining inventory of installed and planned system, planned services thereof. Evaluate values of each of these ongoing planned systems and services. Identify career path for IT staff, the horizontal path, the vertical path. When we talk about horizontal path with different platform, different coding languages that may be used, different services that we are looking at. Vertical is definitely the vertical. You grow in seniority, grow in responsibility, you grow in your performances. Establish internal marketing plan. Users understand challenges, cost, and update. Incorporate RFP, request for proposal processes for new hardware. RFP. Identify and maintain relationship with the preferred vendors. Establish education programs for business user, for end consumer, for internal employees or internal customers. Set up the process for ongoing review of legacy of system to determine upgrades and redesign thereof. Coordination and location of IT policies. User responsibility seeks to understand the scope of all IT activities. Supporting business user charge back system, IT pressures, activity-based overhead allocation. We're talking about developing realistic estimates of the amount of the user's personal investment requirement for new projects, both during development and deployment, and in ongoing operation and use. Ensure comprehensive users input for IT projects that supports vital aspects of unit operation. Ensure nature of staffing interface is consistent with new technology, strategic relevance to a business unit. How strategic projects have been should correspond to staffing. Periodically audit system reliability standards, communication service performances, and safety procedures thereby. We need to participate in developing and maintaining IT plans that set up new technology priorities, that transfers of IT among groups, evaluate projects in light of overall company. Now let us understand the management responsibilities thereof. Ensure an appropriate balance between IT and business user. Maintain comprehensive corporate IT strategies, manage inventory of hardware, software systems, and services. We are talking about relations with the vendor. Establish standards for acquisition, development, and IT system operation. Facilitate transfers of technology from one unit to another. Look at synergies, probably even if there is some overlap. Actively encourage technical experimentation. Develop appropriate planning and control system to link IT to the competitors, to your company's objective. Monitor, plan, system appraisal, chargeback, and project management thereof. We're talking about leadership and management of budgets as far as IT is concerned. Budgets are extremely important. Control mechanism. Budget of IT team should directly or through business unit. Often it is a mix of both. Example, phase out technology. The various stages of adoption for IT, framework for understanding IT assimilation in business organization, which was proposed way back by Richard Mullen in 1973. Richard was a professor at Harvard. It has been modified and has undergone a transformation over a period of time. Based on an idea, it's an S-shaping curve, learning curve that goes ups and downs every now and then. The four stages, remember, four stages of organizational learning are initiation, contagion, control, and integration. What are we talking about? The startup phases, the spread, contagion, the control of the spread, then probably streamlining it, and the integration towards the objective altogether. Multiple growth process is all about application portfolio, resources management, and user awareness thereby. There are three areas of in organization learning. New technologies have led to a different eras in technology adoption. Data processing, micro era from late 70s, network era from early 90s. So it was micro era which was isolated or working in silos, but now in 1990s with the advent of internet, things have become much more spurious, or should I say, much more widespread. We're talking about the different key players. Look at international business machine leader in the DP area, digital uh, era. What are we looking at? The IBM leaders in digital platforms era stayed leaders in micro era by introducing IBM personal computers. Apple Macintosh computers had more sophisticated operating system, making user interface much easier. Competition drove innovation. This was where the businesses were eating into other businesses. There was a stiff competition among the business houses. Now, discontinuation of technology advances, other industry, turbojet and airplanes, radial tires adopted by Michelin. We have technologies. We have shift from mainframe to microchips computer. We have shifted to network infrastructures. We have shifted to cloud computing. We have shifted to software as a service. Everything that we are going around, infrastructure as a service, and so on and so forth. So, four areas of impact: automating transaction processing, information middle of the organizations, embedding IT in the products and services, internal and external networking remains very vibrant. With this, I come to an end of this video. Thank you for watching the same.